Well, my name is Don, and I have a 1990 Chevy Silverado, and my hat and the glasses that I'm wearing because I'm going to go underneath the truck. And I got a really lousy jacket on because I get it all dirty when I crawl around on the bottom of the truck. I did the back differential and the front differential. This is a 1990 Chevy Silverado 4x4 K1500, and I'd changed the transfer case, and now I'm changing the manual transmission fluid. And I'll just say something, you know, I was trying to look on YouTube for a couple videos, you know, but there really is none. But Eric, the car guy, he's got one that's pretty much just like this transmission here, but maybe a little bit different, but pretty, I think it's the same one. But I just wanted to do a little video on this. One thing I did notice that in the manual transmission, that there is a magnet in the bottom. This is the bottom drain plug in the transmission, and this is a magnet right there. And it was all full of and this is for the manual transmission. It was all full of it's all full up to here and all around there with like stuff from a magnet, and it was all metal particles, you know, like this is all, it's all like metal, you know, finely ground the metal. This where I got up, and then I found some little chunky pieces in there. These are little chunks of metal, I guess, from the gears, chipped. But this was all caught by this magnet here. That was all holding on to the magnet. So I cleaned it out. That's what it looks like. And there is a magnet in this one. But and the one thing that well, I'll talk about that later. But anyway, this is the transfer case. There's I just changed this oil here. It's transmission fluid Dextron 3 actually. This is the drain plug, and this is the socket that goes on. Right, I go buy a special socket. This is 1 3/16. There's a socket. It costs like $9. It's pretty big socket. And then there's the fill plug. Right. Right there, that's the fill plug, and there's the drain plug. And they weren't too tight. I used a PB blaster on them. But the hardest part for me was taking off the skid plate. I made a little video on that. And this took like 2.8 quarts of Dextron 3 transmission fluid. That's the transfer case, and that was, you know, not too bad. And then here now, oh, it's still dripping a little. There's the where the drain plug did go underneath the bottom. And On the side there's the other one. It's a really huge, it's an Allen wrench head type thing. I'll show you what size it is, but it's really big. I was like really surprised. But and I don't know, the book says 4 quarts goes in here. But I'm not really too sure, but what you would do is you would fill it up until it starts to dribble out that hole. And then you know it's full. And there is another screw hole on this side, and I asked some people what that was, and they said, well, that's a hole to stick your finger in there, you know, and check it. So I'm not sure. You know, I really don't know. That very well could be, but I'm just going to leave that because I don't know what it is exactly. So, but I know that these other ones are the drain. This is the drain plug, and that's the fill plug. So I'm going to leave that alone. And it was pretty dirty. Here's the wrench that I use to get it out. And what is it? It's a 17 metric. It's a really huge. It's a 1/2-inch drive. I got this at AutoZone Duralast, number 17. That's the biggest thing I ever say. I'd never done this before. It's the first time I've done that. And so, I don't know, I have 4 quarts of that just in case, but honestly, I think it kind of looks like it'll only take two quarts, but I don't know, well, I'll find out. But in that, like they were saying, loosen the top one first. Make sure you can get that in, because if you don't, you're not be able to get the bottom one out, well, then you're kind of screwed because you don't have any more transmission fluid left. So, and the manual transmission takes some manual transmission takes this synchronizing or synchro mesh synchronizing. The book says manual transmission fluid. That's Pennzoil, and here's another one. So yeah, it is pretty expensive, about $8.50, $10 a quart. This is Valvoline. It is recommended for synchronizing mesh manual transmission fluid. That was there, and this is the for the transfer case automatic transmission fluid. This is Dectron 6, I guess. This is compatible with it says it right on the back here. Well, if you stop the video, you can probably read it. But it is compatible with Dectron 3, which I guess this is an older Dectron 3 Mercon automatic transmission fluid. This goes in a transfer case. And it took like 2.8 quarts. And in the differential, I did the front and rear differential, and this is what it takes, like 80-90 weight gear oil. So, and it took about 2 quarts. Actually, I think the front one took about, I think it said took about 2.8 quarts. It was almost 3. So, and then the rear one was 2 quarts. 2 quarts went in there. But what I did, I'll show you. Okay, make the light all the way over here. Anyway, yeah, I guess you can see down here. That little this is where you remove the gear oil right from there. But on this, sometimes, I don't know, when I can't get that screw out, you know, or that nut thing, I don't know, I tried it before and I couldn't get it out. So what I done was, this is a vent tube. You can also do this if you really want, I don't know. This is what I did. This is a vent tube, I guess it's for air to escape. And what you can do is, go to the other side all the way in the back, and you see, oh yeah, you can see it now. Now it's right there, that thing, that's the top in the vent tube. Take that little thing out that's in there, and then just pour transmission fluid in there. Or not transmission fluid, I mean gear oil. Then, if you can't get that screw up, it takes 2 quarts. I put in 1, you know, just to make sure, because I wasn't sure, you know, how much to put in there. I mean, what the other guy had in it, because I seen it leaking out. But then, I don't know, I sat here and I didn't touch it for maybe 4 months. Then, I came back and I used a bunch of PB Blaster on it. For a couple days I kept on spraying it on it, and then I just got the breaker bar and it just popped right out, and I'm like, well, why did I ever have trouble with that? You know, I'm not really sure exactly why, but I got it out and I pumped all the oil out, the gear oil, and it was kind of dirty, you know, but not as bad as the front one. The front one was really bad, and I'll show you the front one. But first, before I show you the front one, I'll show you what this says in the book about what to use. This is the page of, I guess here maybe. You can probably read this. This is normal. This tells you all the different types of fluid to use. You can, if you pause this on the internet, you can probably read it. But it has normal duty transmissions, GM 1052931 manual transmission fluid or equivalent. Then I have a heavy duty 4-speed, and this has an overdrive. So I wasn't sure if that was a gear or, you know, if that was a 5-speed or a 4-speed, but they said no, it's just I talked to some of the people down at AutoZone, and it's just a 4-speed with overdrive. So and that takes API 8090 GL5 gear lubricant. And what's weird is too, the differential lubricant is the same. API 8090. I don't know, I put in the 90 weight gear oil, but I don't know, maybe how I wouldn't put that in my yeah, I wouldn't put the same stuff. I don't know why, maybe that book is wrong there, but I would put 90 weight gear oil in there, and that's what it's supposed to be. Anyway, but that's the right stuff that you're supposed to put in there. So anyway, stuff that I showed you, the synchronizing mesh. Then what was kind of neat, which I don't know why they didn't put a drain plug on the rear differential, but when you do the front differential, and it was the rear differential, well, the front this differential was it was a quart lump. It took this is the drain plug here, and the fill plug is right up there. That's the fill plug, and that's pretty convenient to have a little drain plug there. This one guy I seen, he put a little aluminum foil here to make a little funnel, you know, just so it don't drip all over in your skid plate. But mine's really dirty. Look how dirty that is. But it took like 2.8 quarts. I put 80-90 weight gear oil in there. But that's kind of nice though, that little, but there, yeah, it gets really goopy and blacky, black gooky gook on the bottom dripping out of it. But that went pretty easily. The hardest part for this job is getting the skid plate off. That took me about 4 hours actually. But anyway, I just wanted to make a little video on, you know, changing the you know, the fluids in the truck, because I just got this truck and I wanted to make sure that it had the fluids, and it looked like everything. Oh, and here, look, this is the oil that I got out of there. And that's probably only about a quart. That was came out of the manual transmission. I mean, it really looks nasty looking, honestly. But that looks like only a quart, maybe a quart and a half, quart and a quarter, something like that. More came out of the front differential. That's the book that I was looking at. So anyway, hope you liked the video, and please subscribe to the channel, which is, you know, helps me out. If I get 1,000 subscribers, I'll be able to get paid now, you know, for it. Before you didn't have to do that, you know, but a couple $100 every now and then helps, you know. Believe me, I'm not making a lot of money, and you know, it does really help. But anyway, I just wanted to make a video because I didn't see any videos on this truck on how to do it. And in the book, it was like not even the same transmission that I have here, and so I hope this video has helped you out. And if you got a 1990 Chevy Silverado, well, it's an old truck, but I'm fixing it up and getting it, you know, working again, because I need it for plowing, and I'm building a house over here. I need it to haul you know, wood back and forth. Smash up the other truck. So I can't, it was a Suburban, but I can't use that no more. But anyway, alright, hope you liked the video, and subscribe to my channel. Alright, thanks.